Whether you're testing out a new antenna or just checking out band conditions in your area, one easy way to accomplish this is by using Whisper and the little standalone Whisper transmitter called the Whisper Beacon Transmitter. We'll be looking at that today and using it to send out those Whisper signals. Whisper is an acronym that stands for Weak Signal Propagation Reporter. It was developed about 20 years ago by Joe Taylor, K1JT, a Nobel-winning scientist who pioneered weak signal and digital modes often used in ham radio. Most hams recognize him as the force behind WSJTX digital modes, which includes Whisper as one of its modes. Whisper uses weak signals and a specific digital structure to transmit out on specific frequencies. Hams all over the world set their radios to transmit and receive on those frequencies. Those receivers are connected to computers running Whisper software like WSJTX, and when signals are received, the data is passed to a central database. Sites like whispernet.org and whisper.rocks include maps that plot the data showing arcs going from the sender and the receiver. That provides a visual display of who's transmitting and who's receiving those transmissions. That information helps hams assess antenna performance as well as get a sense of signal propagation on the selected band. The Whisper Beacon is a small transmitter developed and supported by a Chinese ham BG6JJI. As we'll see in a minute, the small case has connections for an included GPS receiver input, an antenna input, and a USB-C connector for power and programming. When turned on using the small push button, there are 3 LED indicators that show power, GPS availability, and when the device is transmitting. To program the device, follow the directions in the downloadable Quick Start Guide. I'll link that below. You start by going to the serial port terminal site. Here's the link, and I'll list it below too. This is a browser-based terminal app that allows you to talk to the Whisper Beacon. When connected, the device status will show in the lower area of the display. You enter the configuration string in the bar above that main screen area that's in line with the Send button. Basically, the configuration string will include your call sign, grid square, power level, and the transmit frequency in hertz. This is a 200 milliwatt transmitter, so the power level is 23 for 23 dBm. The guide also lists the Whisper frequencies you should use for each of the bands. Hey, if you're finding this video helpful, please click the thumbs up button below the video and subscribe to the Gadget Talk channel if you haven't already. Click the thanks button to contribute more directly to what we do here. It really helps. And thanks. I've got an affiliate link to the Whisper Beacon from AliExpress in the description below. Now, let's take a look at what comes in the box. So here's what you get in the box for the Whisper Beacon. First is this USB-C cable, and it's got a C on one side, A on the other. We're going to use that to power the device and to program it from our computer. Next is this GPS receiver. And here in the house, I need to put it by a window for it to work. Outside, it works just fine, but it's a pretty good little GPS antenna, fairly long cable. As you can see, it's got an SMA male here on this side. And then here's the device itself. It's got a little diagram on the front. On this side, you can see the antenna goes here, the GPS goes here, and then the USB goes there. And on this side, you've got the on-off switch, and then you've got an LED for power that the GPS is locked on and for transmitting. So you'll know when the device is transmitting. So that's pretty much all there is to that. There are 2 other things that you're probably going to want, and these are adapters. And so this one is a BNC to SMA adapter. And so it would fit here on the antenna side. And then you can connect your antenna if it has a BNC connector on it, or you can get one like this, which is the same SMA male here, but it's on an SO239. So you can connect your larger coax that have UHF connectors here on this. And so that's the primary parts you're going to need, one or the other of these, depending upon what kind of a coax you're going to bring it in on. Okay, so you can see that I've got it hooked up here, except for a coax going to an antenna. So the GPS is connected here. It's right over here. And amazingly, it's got a lock. I didn't expect it to. Here's my power supply that is feeding the power into the device. And if we look here, we can see that it's got power with a little green light here, and then GPS with another little green light. And then the device is transmitting now. Obviously, there's not an antenna on it, but the red light is when it transmits, and then when it goes into its off cycle, the red light will go out. And so those are the visual indicators of what it's doing. Programming also occurs through the USB-C. That's a little different. We'll talk about that separately. As I mentioned in the clip, you'll likely need an SMA to whatever kind of coax connector you use. You can find these as part of assortments or get them individually. You'll need an SMA male to either BNC or SO239. You'll also probably need a small power bank like you'd use to charge your phone. The Whisper beacon doesn't have a battery, so you'll need a 5-volt power source. This setup will allow you to use a short patch cable to your antenna to connect the Whisper beacon and power it without lots of wires and cables laying around. I'll link some possibilities below. The more expensive version of this concept is available from Zactec on their website. These devices are quite similar, but Zactec has expanded programming options, including setting transmission schedules that include changing bands. I'll leave a link to their website below if those additional capabilities are something you're interested in. And yes, I tried to connect the Zactec software to the Whisper beacon. I didn't get it to work. If one of you computer programmer types knows how, please leave a comment below. Whether connected to your shack's main antenna in the house or attached at the antenna outdoors, the Whisper beacon is an easy way to get a sense of how your antenna performs and how the bands are doing on any particular day. At about $60 right now on AliExpress, it seems like a good value. As always, please like and subscribe to the Gadget Talk channel and click the thumbs up button to show YouTube you think this content is worth showing to others. Join me over here for another video I think you'll like. Thanks for watching, and 73.